The Rainbow Fish and the Deep Sea Adventure. Once upon a time, in the shimmering blue waters of the ocean, there lived a beautiful fish named Rainbow. Rainbow was no ordinary fish. He had scales that sparkled with all the colors of the rainbow. He was kind-hearted and loved by all the other sea creatures. Rainbow spent his days swimming near the coral reef, playing with his friends and basking in the sunlight that filtered through the water. One sunny morning, as Rainbow was admiring his reflection in the water, a curious little seahorse named Sandy swam up to him. "Rainbow, have you ever wondered what lies deep down in the ocean?" Sandy asked, her eyes wide with excitement. Rainbow had heard stories about the deep sea, a place where the light didn't reach and mysterious creatures lived. He had always been a bit afraid of the unknown, but Sandy's excitement was contagious. "I've heard about it, Sandy, but it's so dark and unknown down there," Rainbow replied. Sandy smiled and said, "I know, but think of all the amazing things we might discover. Let's go on an adventure, Rainbow. Together, we can be brave." Rainbow thought for a moment and then nodded. "All right, Sandy, let's go on a deep sea adventure." With that, Rainbow and Sandy set off, swimming away from the coral reef and into the deeper waters. As they descended, the water grew darker, and the familiar sights of the reef faded away. Rainbow's colorful scales glowed in the dim light, lighting their path as they ventured into the unknown. As they swam deeper, they encountered a school of glowing jellyfish. The jellyfish moved gracefully, their tentacles shimmering with bioluminescence. Rainbow and Sandy were in awe. "Wow, they're so beautiful," Sandy exclaimed. The jellyfish guided them further into the deep sea, where they met a wise old turtle named Turbin. "Hello there, young ones," Turbin greeted them with a slow, gentle voice. "What brings you to the deep sea?" "We're on an adventure to explore the deep sea and discover its wonders," Rainbow explained. Turbin smiled. "The deep sea holds many mysteries and treasures. Stay curious and kind, and you will find what you seek." As they continued their journey, they saw all sorts of amazing creatures. They encountered a giant octopus who showed them how to blend in with their surroundings, a group of playful dolphins who led them in a joyous dance, and even a friendly anglerfish who used its glowing lure to light their way. Eventually, they reached a vast underwater canyon. At the bottom of the canyon, they saw a soft, glowing light. Intrigued, Rainbow and Sandy swam closer and discovered a hidden cave. Inside the cave, they found a beautiful, glowing pearl resting on a pedestal of coral. "Wow, it's so beautiful," Rainbow whispered. Suddenly, they heard a soft voice. "Thank you for finding my lost pearl," said a gentle, shimmering sea dragon who appeared from the shadows. "I am Seraphina, the guardian of the deep sea. This pearl holds the light and magic of the deep sea, and it has been missing for many years." Rainbow and Sandy were amazed. "We're happy to help, Seraphina," Sandy said. "We were just exploring and discovering the wonders of the deep sea." Seraphina smiled warmly. "Your curiosity and kindness have led you to this discovery. As a token of my gratitude, I will give each of you a gift." She touched Rainbow's scales, making them shine even brighter, and gave Sandy a necklace made of tiny, glowing pearls. "These gifts will remind you of your adventure and the friends you made along the way," Seraphina said. "Remember, bravery and kindness will always guide you through the darkest of times." Rainbow and Sandy thanked Seraphina and began their journey back to the coral reef. They were filled with joy and pride, knowing they had faced their fears and discovered the magic of the deep sea. As they swam back up, they were greeted by their friends at the coral reef. The other sea creatures were in awe of Rainbow's even more dazzling scales and Sandy's beautiful necklace. "Tell us about your adventure," a young clownfish exclaimed. Rainbow and Sandy shared their story, describing the glowing jellyfish, the wise turtle, the playful dolphins, the friendly anglerfish, and the magical pearl. Their friends listened with wide eyes and happy hearts. Moral of the story asterisk. Curiosity and kindness can lead to incredible discoveries and friendships. Bravery isn't the absence of fear but the willingness to explore and learn despite it. And so, Rainbow and Sandy's adventure became a legend among the sea creatures, inspiring others to be brave, kind, and curious. Rainbow continued to light up the reef with his dazzling scales, and Sandy wore her necklace with pride, a reminder of their unforgettable journey into the deep sea.